There's nothing particularly striking about the house itself. It sits in Wilmot, New Hampshire, along State Route 4. It's not that different than hundreds of other 200-year-old white frame farmhouses scattered around New England. One difference here is that the last owner was one of America's leading literary figures, but perhaps more importantly, he was a dear friend of this community. Donald Hall was the U.S. Poet Laureate. In 2018, he received the National Medal of Arts from President Barack Obama. A prolific writer, he spent the last 43 years of his life here at Eagle Pond Farm, the best 20 of which were with his beloved wife, poet Jane Kenyon, who died at the farm in 1995.
Their work, their poetry, their prose, their lives are so connected to this place.
Friend and neighbor Mary Lynn Ray, herself a celebrated children's author, recalls Hall as much for being a fixture at local events as a famed literary light. Saddened by Hall's death in 2018, Ray was distraught that an estate sale this spring was to sell off both the Eagle Pond Farm house as well as everything in it.
So many of the things in the house that hold the memory of this farm and that hold the memory of Don's and Jane's lives and work would be dispersed and their story would be lost.
So Ray and others, including friend Lynn Monroe, a historic preservationist, hatched the Don and Jane Project to save the property. First, Monroe and her husband Frank put up the money, their retirement savings, for the house. That is a friend.
That is a friend.
Next, on Saturday, May 11th, after camping out on the porch all night, Mary Lynn Ray ensured she was first in line for the sale.
I was, and I had a marvelous cohort of friends and neighbors and my sister and niece with me.
So you were after not only saving the house, but many of its items as well.
Many, many.
They succeeded, from Hall's worn roll-top desk to the iconic painted bed of book fame, all saved, including Ray's highest priority, the lowly blue chair.
It's an ordinary furniture store chair. This was the chair. If Don wasn't at his desk, wasn't sleeping, napping, this was where he was.
And you got it.
We did.
The hope now is that the biggest save of all, the house, will become a nonprofit museum or perhaps a writer's retreat, and that the property endures, at the very least, as a monument to friendship.
I knew that we couldn't not do something. But I'm reminded, too, that Jane and Don living here and writing here, that was for them also a labor of love.
And with the Eagle Pond House saved, efforts are also underway to safeguard as much of its interior contents as possible. Many people who purchased items at the estate sale are talking about returning them now to the house. And that is Chronicle for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Anthony Everett. Have a great evening, great weekend. Hope to see you back here on Monday.